What's one behavior that you see missing in leaders who struggle with Hoshin Kanri?
I think, well, the first and foremost of those is understanding the problems that exist down at the Gemba. So on the front line, where the work is occurring, because ultimately, leaders can develop this strategic plan at this Hoshin at the top level, the corporate level, and it can encompass things that are issues in the organization. I mean, in the case, for example, you mentioned up front the case is about true mowers, and they're struggling to get into the electric mower market. So that's a high level business problem. But the reality is the problem, and as you go through the case, you learn this, the problems that exist aren't at that high level. They're down in where, in this case, product development is struggling to get a prototype from prototype stage to actual production. And so if the organization doesn't have a mechanism to go down and study that, and leaders don't have willingness to go look and understand, and therefore coach and guide others to overcome those problems that are in the organization, I mean, organizations will struggle. They'll fail because, Hoshin, in that sense, Hoshin Kanri is it kind of brings the problems to the surface. We talked about lowering the water and showing the rocks. It really just it's a structure, a management system that exposes the problems at all levels of the organization. It doesn't solve them for you. So leaders have to be able to kind of get out of their offices and go and the leader of product development at True Mowers, in the case, has to go and understand what are the issues that exist and why they can't get that prototype from to production ready lawnmower. And so I think the biggest struggle is that leaders just don't do a lot of that. They spend a lot of time in meetings and not enough time understanding the problems that the people that work for them are having to overcome and helping them overcome those issues.
I think that in the time that I've been exposed to lean, in the time that I've been hosting this show, the importance of the Gemba walk and being at the Gemba, I don't think it can be overstated.
It can't be overstated. It's the most important thing. I mean, and in Toyota, how should I say this? Hoshin Kanri was successful because leaders took an interest in those issues that existed at the top level, and they went and saw. They understood why those issues existed in the organization. Now, it's not the leader's response. There's a difference between that and saying a leader needs to go inside the organization and help everybody solve every problem. That's the other end of the spectrum. But we do need leaders to have awareness of and be able to see and recognize what problems, and coach, I should say, that's maybe the other most important thing, those problems that exist on the front line. And if they don't spend time there, they don't know.